Have a good trip. Patrick, the beauty of a motorcycle is you're the first on and first off of the ferry. So it's 20 to 1 now when I got off. Let's see what time you meet me at whatever car park I can find. Welcome to Wales for a 4-day bank holiday May tour. Well, I suppose while we're waiting, because he's still on board, I'll tell you what we're doing today. We're in Wales. It's a 4-day weekend, bank holiday Monday, Friday to take off. I'm on my Bullet 500. You'll see what Patrick's on in a few minutes. And we're going to head up to Wales today. Today's drive is mainly just a drive, but if there's anything interesting on the way, we'll stop off and have a look at it and hopefully see some nice things along the way. The weather is looking decent, but it's more so Saturday and Sunday that we've got stuff planned for, so let's enjoy the Welsh weather. And as a Welshman myself, as in my surname Welsh, something poetic, I guess. Oh yeah, as well this morning, our ferry was supposed to be with Stena Line at 6:30 or so? No, 7:30. But unfortunately, no, 7 o'clock. I don't know. The point is, Patrick had the foresight to check on the ferry the night before, and he went to Dublin for repairs. So naturally, we got a text around 10 to 6. We hadn't left yet, saying your ferries were postponed, well, cancelled actually, and we'll put you on an Irish Ferries one instead. So that's what we had, an Irish Ferries ferry instead. It was fine. Here he is. You're 10 minutes later than I was on the bike.
No, sure, you were down near the back door.
Maybe you should get a bike yourself too.
I should. It would have been a lot cheaper and quicker to get on and off.
But you wouldn't have the fabulous Corolla otherwise. Let's get going. Oh my. Google, why are you doing that? So I know they use miles per hour over here in the UK rather than kilometers, but it's also used in feet instead of in 50 meters. It's saying like in 40 feet. A bit confusing for the likes of me. Now I'm using double bench seat, but it's very comfortable, I must say. I'm really enjoying it, but it keeps pulling my pants down. It's got like a tacky nature to it or something, and anytime I sit up or move on the bike, my pants stay where they are, but I move around without them. Just something to bear in mind. I guess it was sitting in cling film for a long time, so it must just be some preservative residue that's just gradually wearing off, I guess. Wanderers, rest in. I should have stayed there. Welcome to Cardigan. So from what I can gather, a double L in the Welsh language corresponds to a letter that isn't in the English language, but it's sort of like a sound, like a almost like you're coughing, I guess. There's a souped up something or other for you folks. Honestly, with you today, I'm finding out as we go. Tomorrow I have something of an idea of the places we're going to. The day after will be the beautiful Snowdonia as well, of course. But for today, it's a casual, relaxed ride. And I've lost my cousin. Daisy enjoys these slower roads now, she does. The Welsh road speeds, 40 and 50, those are Daisy's sweet spots. And as I said in my review video, she's queen of the half ton, so 50, that's her favourite speed, I would say. 5th gear, the tiniest bit of throttle, and you'll go for 5 hours straight without having to fill up. Seems like every trip I go on, the first time I fill up with petrol, every time I splash it all over the tank. I guess it's baptizing it for the trip. Oh, there's the railway. What did I just say? I said there I see a railway. That's probably it. That looks very railway to me. But can we park anywhere here? The Evidently not. We're off those A roads now. What do you call these roads then? B? L's? I don't know. We're all finding out together. It is B roads. I presume to think that that means national road speed. Right? 50 mile? Lots of Land Rovers around. It's a real Land Rover country. There's another one just as I finish the sentence. Mad, Ted. It's almost like you're at the edge of the world here. The sky and the sea are all blending into one. Jolly. Aberdovey. This is where we were originally going to stay for the last night, but we switched it to Aberdovey. Wow. Love me a little seaside town, I do. You tell me how to pronounce that. Aberdovey. Aberdovey? Like you... Look at those big fields of yellow. This is Aberystwyth, so a little bit of a spoiler for Sunday night, but is it? It's near to it anyways. Odd. Will she do it in a second? My god, this is the steepest hill I've ever gone up. And there were some steep ones on the way up to Hitler's house. Whew, you did it, Daisy. Did poor Corolla make it? It just about did. God, that was a steep hill. Lordy, thank you. Like, I had you flat or perpendicular to the angle that the road was at, to give you an idea. Golly, unexpected. Oh, switchback. Sorry, David. Wow. Sheep and a view. Can you ask for more from life? Now, is this Aberystwyth? I don't know. Or is this... I don't know where we are. It's lovely though. I suppose it's not a welcome to X. Borth. Okay, so welcome to Borth. Little city way in the distance, which you definitely don't because you're on a GoPro camera. That's where we're staying tonight, which is called Aberdovey. Do you want to stop for a break for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was breathtaking going over that hill.
Yeah, it was some view. This is Borth. And then way over there, I think that's Aberdovey.
This is Cardigan Bay, is it?
Yeah. Let me just... 99. I wonder how fast it would melt over my frost. How fast did you think? So, this is actually a place that I meant to stop off at, which is Borth Beach. so forgive me for forgetting where it was on the way in. Borth Beach is home to a beach that has an ancient forest on it that's over 4,500 years old, which puts it in the Bronze Age. Rising sea levels came in and gradually covered the forest in sand, but recently the forest, thanks to coastal erosion, has become a bit submerged. No, the opposite. Unsubmerged. Unmerged? It's come out of the sand, and at low tide you can see bits of the forest. A piece of wood there. Not sure if that's from the forest, but out there at the sea, remains of foresty trees from the Bronze Age. Isn't that fascinating, children?
Scottish and Welsh, I suppose.
Hey! It's another Royal Enfield. Ah, that was a nice stop for an ice cream, and unintentionally a stop that I meant to make intentionally, but forgot to. Next we're going to go up to, can't remember the name of it, but it's a little nature reserve type thing. No, Daisy, you're getting too eager. That overlooks Aberdovey Bay. Be nice to get a look at the little seaside town we're staying at tonight from a distance before we get a closer look at it from being physically there. Fabulous, truly. Is this the Royal Enfield coming back? No, it's a gang of other guys though. Now no one's waved back so far, so let's see if we get a wave here. Hey, he's began it. Do you want a wave? Hello. Alright, that makes up for the rest of it, doesn't it? The real spirit of coffee. Oh. Don't think I've ever ridden Daisy through sand in any way. That could have been my first chance to, but I missed it. Okay. Well, I guess I am going to be riding Daisy on the sand after all. Oh God. But I caught her. Christ. That was very close to being a very sad end of the day.
Weren't expecting that.
How did that look like from your point of view?
You were going down nearly, kind of.
Yeah, I thought the middle was solid. I don't know why I thought that. That was very dumb, but luckily,
The sides, yeah.
luckily no one was hurt. What's that sign for, Patrick?
Cables.
For what?
Cables.
Cables. So in order to get to the hotel, which is there, we have to take our bikes, well, my bike and the cat, we have to take our vehicles from all the way around the estuary. God, it's really over the hills and far away there, isn't it? And then come back. And there we are. So, we get a move on and get to Aberdovey and get some pints, I think.
Sounds good.
Whoa, hello. Do you see that fella with these little roundy ears? Yeah. What do you know? Well, how about that? Just missed the recording, but that bridge, crossing it, officially we're technically in Snowdonia National Park. There you have it. And the sun came shining out just as soon as we crossed it. 9 miles to Aberdovey. So, Y must be pronounced like ooh, I think, if I remember right. So it's Aberdovey. Aberdovey. Of course, it's been anglicised to Aberdovey. So there we are on the other side, I think. Just about. The smugglers' cove is just ahead, or smugglers' shipyard. Oh. Hello. So, in the 18th and 19th centuries, Aberdovey was a smuggler's haven. On these shores, they would bring home illicit contraband such as cigars, tobacco, alcohol, you name it. It was shipped out here. Eventually the government cracked down on this with so-called revenue cutters that would intercept the ships, but even so, it remained a profitable business until they became legal. Gladio Works here told us all about this contraption here. It's actually from the front of the rear of a ferry back in the day that her father bought. You're in first. He bought a Norwegian ferry and put it at the side of the boatyard here, and what that used to do was you'd put a coin in it and some fish would come out of the top and spin around. Or when it was on the ferry, it would happen on the hour, every hour, and they would spit out water. Must have been quite a sight, but unfortunately, as so often it does, the sea air got to it, and well, the wiring and the mechanism is all of it shot. Must have been very cool to see though. Now, welcome to Aberdovey. So this is sort of, if you like, just at the very bottom of the kind of middle jut of Wales, if that makes sense. Lovely little town. Hello, puppy. Cute pup. It's got a train station. It's got a couple of restaurants and pubs. What more could you want, really? So I think along here our hotel is. Yeah, that's it there. The sort of black and white Tudory looking one. Not a chance to be parking right outside the hotel. But there's a parking lot just down the street, I think. Now, view of the sea. Patrick broke the law and had his car slightly behind the line and is punishing himself as a result. He's very studious in his studies of the law and being on the right side of the law. Well, I guess this is the end of the Corolla's part of this adventure. That, or it's a deterrent for someone to steal the car on him. So, here we are at the Dovey Inn. I've got a pint of the Reverend James, red ale apparently. It's very nice, kind of bitter like coffee sort of thing. But yeah, Wales seems like a very gentle road to drive, and it'll be good fun doing things tomorrow on Wales. So thanks for watching, and whatever the Welsh equivalent of is of sláinte. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.